Hello everybody, I am here to catch up on some Defemember, and it's been a really crazy busy week. We're leading up to Christmas vacation, and our quarter comes to, well, it's a midpoint, so we had progress reports due. So it was a crazy busy week with work. But I'm here now. And so I've done the fluff mason jar, I've done splatters and playing card, and I am up to bright colored journaling card. And so I had this thought, what is brighter than lights, northern lights in a northern sky, a dark northern sky in winter? So what I am going to do, and I've done this one time before and it worked out okay, but I'm going to give it another try, is I want to use mini lights behind my card. And this, I've just cut off the end of some really tiny mini fairy lights off of, this is a set I got off of Michael's. And it's the end, so it's a continuous loop. And I don't know if you can see, but it actually has 2 wires. Because in order to have a complete circuit, you need to have a loop. And so this is a complete loop, and I have a button battery here. And I just cut the end off of that string, and if I get it the right way around, voila, it lights up. So I want to rig a little circuit so that when these lights are behind this piece of, well, this is actually a piece of printable overhead that I tried alcohol inking a while back, and it never dried. It remained sticky and tacky the entire time. So I just folded it in half, so I've got the 2 back sides together, and you can actually kind of see that there's some moisture in there. So I'm going to try using this, and I have the option of using these little lights, or I also have these lights here. These are just little tiny LEDs. I ordered them off of Amazon. You have to have them going the right way around. They have a long leg and a short leg, and this long leg, I believe, goes on the positive side of the battery, and the short leg goes on the negative. So I could do some, northern lights come in interesting colors. So I could actually try and do, well, red doesn't transmit. There's light attenuation for you. The red isn't very bright behind those blue. The blue won't show up. The white will show up. I wonder how yellow will show up. See, the white shows up pretty well. And these come in 2 sizes. There's a 5mm size and a 3mm size. So there's the yellow. The yellow shows up okay. I imagine the green won't show up terribly well. Let's look and see how the green looks. And oh, that's a good, nice one. The green looks pretty good. Maybe you'll do some green and white. I wonder if I should the nice thing about the fairy lights, though, is that they're really thin. They don't have much in the way of sticking up. You just have to make sure you get the magnet the right way around. And I can make a little switch. So if I do it give them a little bit of a loop there. Let's see, come on. This is something I've done with kids in an elective tech course at school before. And I'm going to fold that back on itself. Come on. So one of the tricks is that this wire is coated, so I had to scrape the coating off the wire in order to make a contact. So I can have those lights there. Yeah, let's try that. And I think what I'm going to do is let's see. I think I am going to, I need a piece of cardstock to lay this down on. do I have here? I have, what is this? This is not cardstock. I'm just digging through my piles here by the side of my desk to see if I have a piece of coffee dyed cardstock. There we go. So, oh, this is a better one though. It has a little this is a piece of bubble dyed cardstock. There's a little imperfection there, but I think we could probably cover that up. And yeah, that'll look good. So I'm going to lay my little, well, this question is, will this fit into my journal? Is this too big for the journal? There's always that. Okay, so this was the page I was keeping my Defemorember list on. Here is my day 1 and my day 2. So I need to have a day 3 kind of like that. We could just say that this is one giant journaling card. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. So I need to have a bit of a circuit here. Maybe this is not a penguin. I'm sorry. This is a razor bill. I know it says penguin, but it's actually a razor bill, which is an alcid. They're related to puffins and dovekies and murres, and these birds can fly, and they're found in the northern hemisphere, and they fill the same ecological niche that penguins fill around the Antarctic and the South Pole. So these are our North Pole birds. So I'm going to do that with that bird there. And we need to have some kind of a switch. So this is what I'm going to use. This is copper tape. And this is also from Amazon. This side is conductive. The sticky side is not conductive. So what we want to do is we want to wrap the conductive side around each. Make a contact like that with each end. Oops, that slid right out. Now this is the part I'm not positive will work, is how much are we going to lose by making contact. So I'm going to stick this down here. And then I'm going to need another piece for the other side. Remember, whenever you're doing a circuit, you always need a loop. So I need to wrap this contact in this one, and it's got to stay down, and then these can't touch. We could probably actually have it wrap around to the back of the card. Like this. I'm gonna need some washi tape or something. I just want to make sure that this concept here is going to work, where we have the copper tape acting as a conduit for the circuit. I don't know if the contact will be sufficient. Okay, so I also don't know which side is positive and which side is negative. So this needs to go like that or like that. There we go. So it is theoretically possible if those contacts there are tight. So I can use this as a switch. Okay. So I'm going to try wrapping this around the back because I think it's going to be difficult to, hide all this copper tape. So I'm going to do one strand like this, one strand like this, and then I need to have a really good contact with both of these. And then this one has to go in there. Come on, y'all. There we go. And it's got to be on the end because the end is the bit that I scrape down. So I'm just going to, like aluminum foil, I'm just going to push that down with my nail. So the underside of this copper tape is sticky, but I think I want to, here's some silvery washi that I think I can just put right over this, kind of like a cloud, just to do a little bit of camouflage there. And I apparently need to stick this down like this. Okay. And then this one as well. Okay. And then here's my battery. Let's see how this works. Again, I keep forgetting which one is positive and which one is negative. Let's try flipping the battery there. Okay, so that contact doesn't seem to be reliably working. Oh, that's a shame. There we go. So I gotta figure out how to get that. That is the correct side. So this one up here is positive, and this one's negative. But it seems to be a problem with the contact. So they also have, I wonder if it's a contact with problem with the battery too. I also have other batteries. What I was going to say is they do have pens that write magnetic circuits. And I think that would be a very cool thing to play with in journals, and having little lights here and there throughout a journal, I think could be really fun. Like maybe in a starry sky journal, or I don't know. But let's see if this is a better magnet, a better battery. I really think that the problem here is this contact. Or maybe maybe we want two batteries. Nope. No, I think the problem is this contact right here. Whoops, yep. Yep. That not work. Okay, so peeling off the washi, see if I can work this out a little bit better so that I maintain a really strong contact with I can do them like this too. Maybe it's this side. Just trying to crease that so that it is really in complete contact. All right, this doesn't seem to be working very well. All right, we're gonna try the other lights. Let's see if we can make this work with the other lights. Okay, so with these lights, I am just going to run a piece of, we need to have 2 lines of copper tape so that you have a positive and a negative. And I'm just going to run that along here. And then I'm gonna turn it around the back. And another one. This will work. Eventually, I'll get it. I will get it. Like this. Let me find my lights. I said that I liked how the green ones worked and the white ones. So this, remember, has a long strand and a short strand. And I'm pretty sure the long strand is positive and the short strand is negative. And you need to have a long strand and then one on the long and one on the short. And they are bendable, but they need to be able to contact. So I'm going to put them in parallel here, like this. Whoops. And just going to put some washi down to hold it there. And let's do a white one. And I'm going to keep all the long strands on the same side. And I'm just doing this cursorily right now so that I can test it. Okay, so now I have my positive on the top and my negative on the bottom, and I have to make sure that I'm folding the contact side over to touch the battery. Oh, why is this not working? All right, maybe I need 2 batteries. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. There's not enough power for them both to go at the same time. Oh yeah, there is. They just need good contacts. Okay, can I do a third light? Can I do white, green, white? So I'm gonna get white and green and white in contact, and then yay! So as long as I have good contacts, can I do it with 1 battery? I can do it with 1 battery. All right. So here's the key. I got to make sure that these prongs are in really good contact with the metal strips. So I'm going to stick this one over here on the edge. And I'm going to not use this washi tape because this is unreliable washi tape. What am I going to use? I'm going to use I wish I had some masking tape. I don't seem to have any masking tape. How about I'm just looking over here in my drawer. To see what I have. See, I also want it to be unobtrusive and fit into the larger picture. Here's some other silver stuff. I think this is Tim Holtz. All right, let's try this. I really want to make this work. Okay. So I'm just really smashing that down. Let's see. Let's do another green. And a little bit of washi. So, on a separate note, have any of you out there watched Wednesday yet? It is really, really good. I'm very impressed. It's Tim Burton directing, and it is based on the Addams Family stories by Charles Addams. And the actress who plays Wednesday is fantastic, and the directing is fantastic, and it's dark, but it has it's satisfying for anyone who is ever a Harry Potter fan. It has some very, very Harry Potter vibe to it, and it's fun. And I stayed up way too late last night watching it. I was like, it was one of those things like, oh, I don't have to go anywhere tomorrow morning. Well, I had to go to the post office. But so I kind of indulged myself. Yay! Yay! So exciting. I indulged myself and I watched a few episodes. Okay, so now the way this side works is I'm going to let's see, I think I'll put it right here. Oh shoot, the top was positive, and then this is, yeah, negative. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to have to cut this right there. I'm going to hold that down. We need a little bit of holder for this. Still working. That's not good. I don't like this washi tape. This is bad washi tape. Bad, bad, bad. Okay. Need to think this through. So we need a way of tapping that down. I'm going to pull this back. I need to secure this first. Where was the good washi tape? This was the better washi tape. So I am going to secure this here like this. And I need that positive side in contact with the positive edge. And I'm going to put another one across the top. I need to leave a space in the middle for contact to be made, but I want the battery to stay in place. Just snip that a little bit off there. Okay, let's just make sure this is still working. See the light through the paper? Okay, so now if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've done this, but you can make a paper switch. Where's that cardstock? Here's some cardstock. I'm going to cut a strip. And I believe the technique is to do like a little accordion fold. So that you have to push down. Do I want it here? Do I want it like here? So I want it like to leave a gap unless you're actually pushing down. Okay, so let's try that. I think, you know what we could probably do is we could probably do a paper clip. I wonder if how that would work. Do I have any small ones left? There is. Nope. Seems like all I have left are the big ones. All right, let's try that. So if I put a paper clip here and then the magnetic thing around that, that does work. Does it work better if it's like this? Okay, so if I wrap this around here and then use that as my contact, it's too long, it's getting in the way. This is not elegant. I know. I'm sure somebody else can come up with a more elegant solution to this. Oh no. Okay. So if I put this here, I think that might work. Okay, so let me get some good tape. I don't know how good this is, but it's wider. Oh, I wish I had some masking tape. Okay. It's kind of in our color schemes. Like this. And if I push that across there like that, then you're going to have to push down on it to get it to work. So I'm going to move this up a smidge. I'm just going to cut this extra bit off here so it doesn't show. And I'm going to lay this across here. And then it's really important that this stay connected. Oh, dear me. Okay, and then, ugh, I hate when that happens, when you pull the washi tape and it tears along not a straight edge. Okay, so I'm going to attach this like this. My small scissors, my itty bitties, are right here. Okay, so now if we turn this over, put it on. Okay, so okay, so we have our lights. Here is our blue background. Okay, that seems to be working okay. So now I need to cut out my razor bill. I'm going to leave him on this rock because he's going to be floating on ice. I know this is long. I'm sorry, I just had to work it all out. So the thing is to remember, you need a button battery. It's a watch button battery, and I will provide links to the things that I have purchased. You can use the Michaels fairy lights. They usually go on sale right around Christmas for like 50% off. That's sure that's how I got these. Ink up his sides to camouflage my bodgy cutting. Okay, and so he's going to go here, and he's admiring the northern lights. Okay, and I'm excited about this. It seems to be coming together. So I had planned, oh, I have a mess. Here is his, this is a piece from last year's Defember. It is a piece of tracing paper that I have embossed in the embossing machine. So it's got a raised surface. And then I embossed the bumps with heat embossing powder. And I believe this one is this snowflake tinsel from, pretty sure this is a Ranger product. Oops, it's leaking. A Ranger product, but I don't see it right now. Yeah, it's Ranger. It's Ranger. Oh dear, I didn't want that there. Okay, still working, still working. All right, so our lonely little razor bill is, and we can make this stop if we want to put this in the book and store it. All we have to do is put a piece of paper behind here when it's in there, and that will prevent it from going and blinking on and off when we're not watching it. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have the razor bill there, and I think I had a piece of this in mind. I had this to indicate, yeah, I have a wavy line here to indicate icy ocean in the North Pole with our razor bill waiting for Santa. I think I was going to do a cloud. Will it show through the cloud? What do we think? With a cloud or without the cloud? Because I think I was going to have Santa up in here too. Or maybe I don't need Santa. Maybe he's just, our little razor bill is just enjoying the northern lights, waiting for Santa. I think that's what we'll do. It's just on his little icy outcropping, waiting. Not even, maybe he's not even waiting. Maybe he's just enjoying the raw beauty of the northern lights in an Arctic winter on the shortest day of the year. Okay, we're going to leave it like that. All right, so I need to glue all of this stuff down and put it all together. And I will attach, no, I won't. You guys can just watch me. If you want to fast forward to the end, fast forward to the end, because I'm really bad at joining videos together. I don't have a good system. I think people with Macs have it easier. And I just don't have the budget for a Mac. Okay, so I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. I have a small bottle here going. And I am going to just glue down that that textured plastic stuff with the little snowflakes here. This is from Your Creative Studio, not Your Creative. This is from one of those subscription boxes. And it's one of those subscription boxes that you can go to. A lot of them have this. You can go to their website, and instead of buying the whole subscription box, you can just buy the pieces. And I did that. I kind of feel like I fell for it. Because, you know, all that stuff comes from AliExpress. So all of these things you can see on AliExpress. And I know AliExpress is, like, controversial. But where do you think they're getting their stuff from? They're getting it from there. It's the exact same products that you see on AliExpress in these subscription boxes. And they're ordering it in bulk. And yes, they are curating it, and they are packaging it beautifully, and they're doing the legwork for you. And that's great. There is a need and a market for that, I'm sure, obviously. But, oh, I was going to do it the other way. That's okay. But they're expensive. And I can order from AliExpress myself. So that is my take on those. Pardon me. Okay, so here is our lonely little razor bill. Oh dear, I got that on my acetate, which I really didn't want to do. Oh, well, that's sad. It's just for me. Oh wait, it's coming off. Okay, so there's our Northern Lights circuit. And I'm going to, am I going to be brave and actually glue this down? I don't know. I think maybe I'm just going to glue it down along 2 edges. And that way, if I need to get in there and tend to the circuit and fix things, I can tend to the circuit and fix things. Like that. And there we have. Let's see how it's going to look. And I'm just going to put some clamps on there because it doesn't really want to hold. All right, but you can totally put lights into, oh, that last little one's not working. You can totally put lights into your junk journals. You know what we could do is we could double these up. I wonder if it needs a doubled up. Nope, that not work. So I moved it and everything went wonky. Okay, let's look at the circuit back here. Ah, this came apart. Okay. Oh man. It was just working. Okay. There we go. It's just the contact. Oh, it's this. It's not attached to here. Okay, so if I need to somehow make sure that contact is really good. Okay. That's the difference, is this contact here. And people do clever little things where they have little bits where they'll say press here. I actually like how it kind of twinkles. Okay, so I'm going to call it good there. Thank you so much for sticking out with me. Try it. Tell me what you do. Here, hold on. Let me turn this light off for a second. Okay, now, there we go. Now you can see how it works. That looks cool in the light. All right. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.